welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, ring that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I do upload a video. Today, what I wanted to do is this very classic, kind of smoky, all matte fall makeup look. I have been doing this a couple times a week. It's become one of my favorite looks. I really like it because it's simple, but it's also very classic looking. You could do this on a bride, or if you're going to be getting married and you don't like a whole lot of glitter, this is a really good look. Or you could just wear it any day like I do to pick up my son from school. So if you like to see how I get this all matte fall makeup look, just keep watching. I already have my eyebrows done, my eyelids primed, and because this is going to be a matte look, I have a lot of skin prep on already. After my shower, I applied a face oil because I do have drier skin. When I'm going to do a full coverage matte foundation look, I always make sure to prime extra that day because I don't want it to look dry or crepey. A lot of people have issues with crepey foundation or drier foundation because they don't prime enough. So I have a face oil on. I'm going to do my primer, and I'm going to use, this is the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. Any hydrating primer will do. You don't have to have a specific one, just one that you know works well for you. And I apply a good amount of it because, like I said, I do have quite dry skin. And then I give plenty of time in between applying it and before I put my foundation on, so it has plenty of time to soak into my skin and just add that extra barrier of hydration that I need underneath that matte full coverage foundation. Alright, and then while that is soaking into my skin, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes. So the eye look is very simple, but it's very striking in the same way because it is all matte and you're really working with the contour of your eyelids to kind of give you that more elongated look to your lids. So I'll go ahead and start with, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to go into my Tartiest Pro Palette. This is the one that is all matte except for the 4 shimmers. I like it because it has a lot of really nice transition colors, and then I can kind of build up the tones I want. So I'm going to take my Profusion, this is the pointed crease brush, the ES3. It's kind of just a nice little pointed crease brush, not too big, but definitely not too small. And then I'm going to go into this bold color right there. It's a really nice light transition color. And I'm going to put that into my crease, but I'm going to go a little more inwards with it. So instead of bringing it down, I'm going to go straight over, and that's what's going to help add the elongated look to my eyelids. So kind of bring that over to the bridge of your nose and then straight out. And I'm taking just a little bit higher also because I'm going to cut the crease. And then when I come out here, I'm going to take it up and flick it outwards. And very gentle motions, not a whole lot of product on the brush, and just blend that out so there's no harsh lines. It's just a really nice gradient of color. And I just tap in a little bit and just do a little bit of product at a time. That way I don't get anything too dark or too pigmented just right off the bat. All of my eye looks, I really like to just build them up slowly. That way you're less likely to make mistakes that way. So I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. I'm going to go into this Profesh, which is a bit darker and a little bit more neutral. And I'm going to go a little bit lower into my crease, but the same shape. So take it into my inner lid area. Definitely wider than I would normally do. And blend that out. Bring it down a little bit more towards the corner of my eye. And just blend that out. And then I'm going to go into this Smoked, which is a really beautiful dark brown. And I'm going to just tap that right on the back half of my lid. Alright, so now I'm going to cut the crease. And I'm going to do this just a little bit different than I normally do. So I'm going to go up higher here and then bring it more straight over. Instead of making it kind of a half moon shape, it's going to be more straight. There is the cut crease. It's a bit bigger than I expected, but what you can do if you get it too big is just take your blending brush and go over the edges just to bring that brown kind of back into the look a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Classic, which is a very light cream matte color, and tap that all over the lid. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and go into that Pro Fresh and just darken up the crease a little bit. And then I'm doing this smoked in the outer corner just to darken that up also. A little more Classic on the lid, just to really brighten up that inner corner. Okay, do mascara, be right back. I only applied my mascara to the middle and then outwards to kind of give it a more flicked appearance. I don't know if you can really notice, but you definitely can in person. And I think it just gives your eyes just a little bit more different shape. So that primer is set perfectly. We'll start with foundation. I'm going to use one of my all-time favorites, just my L'Oreal Infallible. You can never go wrong with this foundation. It is an amazing drugstore foundation. I use it all the time. I'm already halfway done with this, and this is my summer shade. Here's my sponge, and just tap that out. Since this is my summer color, I'm going to have to bronze up my neck just a little bit, which is not a big deal. Alright, so for concealer, I'm going to go into my Too Faced Born This Way. This is shortbread. It's a little yellow for me, but that's alright. This is a very full coverage, really well-known concealer that just works really well. I do blend this one in pretty quick because it does dry down really fast because it is a pretty full coverage, more matte concealer. Alright, so I'm going to powder that. I'm going to use my Jeffree Star Fair Magic Star powder. And I'm going to use my sponge and just tap that in just a little bit. I don't use too much powder, but just enough to make sure everything is nice and matte. Go ahead into an old classic. This is the Chic-a-thon palette from Benefit. I don't believe this is available anymore, but I know every year they do come out with a different one, but the colors are just from their classic line. So then I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to go in with the Dallas blush, two very beautiful matte powders, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the bronzer in just the normal places I always do, a little bit of a contour, up on the forehead just a little bit, a little on the nose, take it down the neck. Use a little BH Cosmetics brush and go into Dallas. And because this is a matte look, I'm not going to use any highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and just spray my face just to keep everything where it is. Tap out some of those droplets. And then I'm going to apply a little mascara to my bottom lash line. And I go in with my Colourpop Beeper lip liner. And into my Huda Beauty Staycation lipstick. Alright, so there is my very classic all matte fall makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys!